Happy Hump Day. Hey, everybody. It's me, the BBK, and welcome back to the Boss's Lounge. Child, we're about to talk about 9 hours of nothing and clickbait. Let's do it. What's going on? Happy Wednesday. What's going on, Boss King Anthony McNeil? He's in the motherfucking house. Hey, boo. Happy Wednesday. Child, the other night I was on there ranting the other night. And I was telling y'all about how these people, you can tell they don't have nothing better to do because they come on and on and on and they go on and on and on. And they spend more hours online than they do with their kids and family, right? At the time I made that video, the person had only been on live for 3 hours. Child, I woke up yesterday. They had did almost 10 hours. They was on live for 9 hours straight. That's ridiculous. Not to mention Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, they did 6 hours and 7 hours respectively. And it wasn't like they were showing the kids opening the gifts or showing what they were eating for dinner or for breakfast or for lunch, whatever the case may be. Just 9 hours of nothing. 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours of nothing. Child. Ooh. And that's not even in this sector. Ain't that something? That just go to show that there's so many people all over the place that are all over the place. Anyway, y'all saw the clickbait I put on the community wall. Like I said, I didn't give you a link for what? It's nothing there. Fox News doing what they do best, spin narratives, aka lie, posted up and said jury reached a decision in G Max's trial. Well, what was it? They posted just like a nothing ass person. They posted this clickbait like a decision had been made, but then you don't tell us what the decision is. This is exactly what I mean when I talk about you can't get anything from your local news because they're never honest and they never tell the truth. What's going on, left-handed Libra? It's ridiculous. Now you done sat there and said they reached a verdict. I done looked everywhere, and I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. It didn't dawn on me until today. Remember when I went on an adventure through the Pacer website and was looking up different court sessions and different things of that nature, and they charge you, I think, like 10 cents a page. I'm now wondering, and they don't send you an invoice or a bill. They used to, but I haven't gotten one lately. I need to go and look. I'm wondering if those charges I disputed were from Pacer because they didn't come in the name of Pacer. So I'll have to look at it later. But I thought about that. I was like, wait a minute. Could those have been the charges I disputed on my card? Child, they better do better at billing and invoicing is all I can say. But anyway, I figured I'll go back over there tonight and see if I have access, if I can still get information, and then that'll tell the tale. But it just came across my TV screen that she was convicted 5 out of 6 charges. Oh, really? Okay, left-handed. Because the article that I just read, I put a snapshot of it on my community wall. They said the jury had reached a decision, but they didn't put what it was. So I guess they wanted to save it for syndicated TV or maybe even their YouTube channel. Who knows? So they convicted her 5 out of 6 charges. And what will her sentencing be? Or does she have to, is sentencing scheduled for a different day? Do you know, babe? Because that just really upset me. Y'all know I'm on my lunch break. I was like, honey, I've been nibbling a little bit this morning, but I was like, I'm going to use the rest of my lunch break to talk shit about Fox. We waiting to see if left-handed Libra said that they gave. Well, let me see if I can look it up on my work computer. Because my laptop is closed down, and I have quick and easy access to my work laptop. Fox News. I'm looking it up. She said it just came across her screen. Okay, so I see. Okay. Former friend found guilty 5 of 6 counts. I'm looking for what are you doing to her? What's the sentencing is scheduled for a different date. Okay, thank you, left hand. Okay, so during 6 days of deliberation, which I did read that they told them that they were going to have to work through the holidays if they wanted to wrap this thing up. But of course, the jury still had some questions and inquiries and stuff that they had to work through. They requested office supplies, post-it notes, white paperboard, and highlighters. So I guess they were really digging. And for me, it didn't take a no, long for, in my opinion, it didn't take no long time to figure it out. We know what she did, we know what she didn't deny, and we know what happened. And that's just the gist of the whole thing. Um, Yes, she was manipulating and grooming her victims, according to Fox. She caused deep and lasting harm to young girls. Time to hold her accountable. They called her a sophisticated predator. Now, 3 of the women, Jane, Kate, and Caroline, testified under pseudonyms. They wanted to protect their real names, so they used fake names, to keep their privacy kind of low key. And here's the thing in terms of keeping their privacy low key. If you were brave enough to step forward and claim to be a victim, obviously when you meet suitors or people that want to court you or date you, there is some type of, trauma that you're going to discuss with them unless you just opening your legs to any type of man. But if you're looking for a serious relationship, it's definitely something that's going to come up. Do you want to be known as one of, Epstein's victims? Probably not. But when it comes down to sentencing and that type of thing in court, in jail, civil suits with monetary gain behind it, monetary influence behind it, then what's the secret? You stepped up and said that that they did it to you. So why, what's the secret? Let's see. They're claiming Amanda Knox was wrongfully convicted. I'm still looking. Okay. Okay, so yeah, they don't give any sentencing information. Good looking out, left-handed. Now she's gonna pull out her cards to not get all that. Of course, baby, those cards have been getting shuffled in the deck ever since she got locked up. From the time she said the conditions were horrendous and that she could not handle those conditions and was asking to be out, the deck was being shuffled and stacked. Her people from over there have reached out to the legal teams, to the court systems and all, trying to get her released on bail, promising that they'll make sure she'll show up for trial. Nigga, please, when they had been looking for her the first time, they couldn't find her ass for what, a year if not more, and she was right here in the States. Now you think they're gonna let her out and let her out of the country and trust that they're gonna be able to find her? Honestly, I believe somebody snitched her out. It took too long for them to find them. So I really believe when they found her over here in a little hidden house of theirs, I think somebody snitched her out. I don't think she had been there the whole time either. Is she a stud? Just curious. I think G Max, the perfect name for G Max would be a do girl. I think she was one of Epstein's do girls. I think that she knew that she wasn't fully capable as a woman of satisfying all of his urges and his hungers, his fetishes. I think that she cared a lot about him, maybe even loved him, even though she was a whole married woman. And I think that she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth now, but I think she welcomed the infamy and the notoriety that she got by rocking with him. You know, she was already a socialite. But baby, who would pass up the opportunity to rub elbows and shoulders with some of the most wealthiest people in the world, all the while you're making money, you're with the man of your dreams, and you got secrets that you can use to hold over somebody's head at a later date? I would just simply call her his do girl. I don't think she watched, and if she did just to see if she could pick up some tricks. But for the most part, I don't think she was probably a participant. I think she was the recruiter, and she was paid and treated as such. I wonder if she took liberties on the ladies herself. Hey, that definitely a good question, left handed. Definitely a good question. I would beg to say I don't think she did, and I closed the window so I can't see if one of those six charges uh, was an implication of her, taking liberties with one of the women. I closed the window so I can't see the charges, but I think the majority of the charges were based around her recruiting, you know, grooming, coercing, convincing, teaching, showing, um, being the madam that she was. That's my belief. Um, I'm just wondering. I'm wondering a few things. I'm wondering, number one, will she have some type of accident and croak over allegedly, after her sentencing, after she's been, put in a cell somewhere, kind of following the same storyline that her friend Epstein did. You know what I'm saying? If she'll stop breathing after she's been, locked up. I wonder if, some of that money and power coming from the British and the UK, if that will have some type of influence on her sentencing, and if we will be able to see or notice the difference in how they sentence her versus how they sentence other people. Look at what they did to Harvey Weinstein. I mean, it was clear that his influences made a difference, and he's still alive, or at least he was the last time I checked. I haven't seen or heard his name in the underground since, so I'm not sure. But it's very, very plausible. This lady came from wealth. She came from money. So having the finest of everything was something that's been at her disposal since birth. Being around other rich and famous people, celebrities, icons, politicians, and whatnot, that has been her life. So being around other people with money, it's not exciting. And what I've noticed in a lot of kids as well as adults who have not wanted for anything, when you find them breaking laws and doing outrageous deeds, you find that there is a sense of adrenaline rush that they a feed, a hunger that they have for adrenaline, and doing something and being able to get away with it. It drives the urge to continue to do bad. For instance, like some of the young kids, when I was a kid, a lot of them, came from rich families, and you could tell, a good portion of them were in private schools. Yet they went around and they, violated women, girls, kids, animals. They took people's lives, they robbed and stole, they did the most egregious things, and you wondered why. Like, were you missing something? Did you not get love as a child? They got love, they got money, they got nannies, they got butlers, they got, stupid games. Like, people who have babies, and I hate to call names, but I got to call names so you could understand where I'm coming from. People like Lil Kim, people like Cardi B. We're yet to see what Eve is going to do. Those people had kids And they were out here buying $1 million necklaces and bracelets and earrings. They were out here getting gifts, receiving and purchasing gifts for thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars for a child that not only could not speak, but could not walk. Culture had some of the finest things in life, material things. As a child, before she could take her first step or utter her first word, she had some of the finest things in life. For what? You're going to go and get an infant a $500,000 necklace. You're going to go have a necklace made for an infant who didn't get to wear it until after she could start walking. $1 million necklace. You're going to put her in a dress that costs, $15,000, shoes that cost $6,000. I mean, just a waste of good money. You know what I'm saying? Exactly on the same page. She's gonna follow right behind. That's exactly what I believe. Left-handed. She's gonna get off in the most uncanny way, unrecognizable way possible, in my opinion. That is truly how I feel. Um, it's not gonna be no biggie for her. She's not gonna lose no sleep. I think the most sleep she's lost is being locked up in a jail cell. But her sentencing and whatnot, I don't think it's going to be nothing that's going to rock her boat. And if by chance she gets sentenced in a federal penitentiary, I believe yet once again, she will have everything at her disposal. She would have a private cell. I could see her having a large amount of money on her books. I could see her, bribing off or paying off COs. Hell, maybe even the warden, other inmates, all of the things that you shouldn't have access to as a convicted felon. I believe she will have, because her people want her out. Her people believe in her. Her people support her. Are they supporting her just because she's a socialite? Probably not. Probably supporting her because she got the goods on y'all too over there in the UK. So you have to remember, the elite that she frolicked amongst came from all over the world. Unfortunately, all of them are not being tried. Sad to say. Yeah, that's the realization of it. She frolicked with, baby, do I need to name names? Queen Elizabeth, Prince Mark, or whatever his name is over there, Carl, Keith, Curtis, whatever the prince's name, Harry, Larry, Terry. I'm sorry, that was my alarm. Damn. Okay, sorry about that. My alarm went off. It knocks me out. Um, yeah. Were they supporting her because her family asked for the support, or were they supporting her out of fear that if she found out that they didn't try to do something to get her out, that their little secrets would be brought to the forefront? I don't know. That's how blackmail works. You get the goods on somebody, y'all stay friends because they keeping your secret. The minute they not keeping your secret no more, you're not friends. The minute you're not friends no more, they're not keeping your secret. You see how they go? That's how they get down that way too. Yeah, Happy New Year, Queen. That's how they get down. It's unfortunate, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting at what the underground. Let me check real quick and see if the underground said anything. Hang on. You hear me? Oh my God. I told y'all I was giving some space between me and the underground because I didn't want to stress and struggle too much with what we were doing going through in real life. I wanted to at least get through the holidays and we would revisit. But once again, I always miss T when I'm back there. How about it is a post back there? Shout out to Momo, where they're saying, let me go look at it again. Hang on. They're saying that Tony, Dr. Fracci, that his wife is G Max's sister. Now let that marinate in your spirit. Tony Fauci's wife is G Max's sister. I wonder why they haven't put that out in public. Well, it's out here now. It's in the underground. Let me see when I got that. Hang on. Even be a it looks like it may even be a picture with her and her family on it. With what's her name again? Let me go back. Her name is come back. Christine Grady. Tony's wife's name is Christine Grady, and she's supposed to be G Max's sister. Now let me get this photo, and I'm gonna bring it up here and show y'all. We on the same page. She gonna yep. Let me get the photo. Hang on real quick. Let me show you what it looked like. Oh my goodness. Got the pictures. Let me get them and bring them up here for you to see them. Hang on. Overlay. Let's delete this one. Add photo library. Okay, it's loading. StreamYard is loading them. Probably should have did them one at a time. Okay, so here is Christine Gates and G Max. Now, it's being alleged that they are sisters. And again, Christine is Tony's wife, right? Here is the family photo. Unfortunately, I can't blow it up, but you can take a snapshot of it right now while it's on the StreamYard, and then you can take your fingers and pull them apart, and it should zoom in for you so you can see. Let me go back to the photo. Here we go. Now, this allegedly is her bio. And it says she was born in August the 16th in 1950. Um, Says she's age 69. G Max just had her 60th birthday while she was locked up. So they're 9 years apart. And if you go back and look at this, I'm guessing that that might be G Max sitting in her lap. So then that would definitely confirm the girl on the side of her being 9 years older. Now that one in the back, I don't know. Mm, I don't know. It's interesting because she doesn't really wear hair on her forehead, but in this picture she does. So I'm not sure which one of the family members is her in the picture. I'll find out and let you know. But if you notice on this so-called bio, it says she has citizenship in the United States as well as France, right? Her spouse is Roger. I can't call it. Wait a minute. Let me go. Let me read it from. Okay, her spouse is Roger Molina. Molina. Now, I want to see, when did Tony marry her? Because Tony's last name is not Robert Molina. His name is not Robert Molina. Who is Robert Molina? Okay, let's see who he is. Let me do Christine Maxwell first, because that's giving me something that's sketchy. Christine, that's her. Her name. Okay, so here's what I'm reading off the internet. She's an author. She's a British internet content pioneer and educator. Also best known as the creator and co-founder of Magellan. If you guys remember, we talked about a disease called Magellan with those worms, right? Maxwell also co-founded the software company called Chiliad and is the author of several books. Now, her siblings are Isabel Maxwell, Ian Maxwell, G Max, and more. Let's see who the more is. Okay, they got pictures up here. Let me get the picture. Open link in new tab. It's not letting me get the picture. It's listing the siblings, but it's not, and they have numbers on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has numbers on them. So I can't click on it to see which one is her. But what it says, go back. She's definitely her sister. Now let me ask this, because Christine Maxwell. Let me just go to Wikipedia for simplistic version. Um, because what it's telling us about her husband, we don't know to be true. So let's see. Daughter of Elizabeth Max. Okay, sorry about that. That was another alarm. It'll go off again in 10 minutes. I hit the snooze on it. Hey, Benj. Hey, baby. Oh, shit. Let me scroll up. I'm missing something. Okay, she's going to get the Martha Stewart. Her friend was in Virginia. It said Martha had full run. Hey, that's what she going to get. Hey, Benj, baby. Hey, love bug. Hey, Kiki. Oh, it's more gallons. Okay. I think, did they spell it? I think, let me look and see, did they spell it the same way? Okay, no. Okay, my bad. I misspoke. Let me retract. It's not Magellan's. It's Morgellons is the disease. Ew. She is co-founder of Magellan. So totally different. So I apologize. My bad. My bad. But let's see who her husband is. That's what I'm trying to get to. Her father is Jewish. She went to Pittsburgh College. Okay, I'm looking to see where she married Tony. That's where I need to prove that that's Tony's wife. Okay, became a resident of San Francisco in 79. Okay, so the Magellan that she co-founded was the first professionally curated online search reference guide to internet content. So totally different. Hang on. She is the program former trustee. She serves on the board, International Center for Disability Resources on the Internet. Appointed director in London. In 86, she married physicist and educator Roger Molina. They have 3 children. Maxwell has a second residence in France. So I see no proof that she's married to Tony Fauci. So let me go back up here and try something else. No. What is Tony? See, this is why I can't believe everything that I read. Now, this is saying that Christine Max. Well, hang on. Let me go back to the photo. I'm sorry, not the photo. Go back to the underground. I got an unstable connection. Okay, I see my voice. Um, Tony Fauci's wife name is Christine Grady. Now, last year in July of 2020, they came out with this lie that Christine Grady, Fauci's wife, was G Max's sister. So back in July of 2020, they indicated that Tony's wife is not G Max's sister. Christine Maxwell is G Max's sister, but she is not Tony's wife. So see, even everything that I receive in the underground, I still have to go through and vet that information before I bring it to you guys. I was able to vet it while I was on the phone with you guys, which is amazing. She said, "Ew." Studied extensively in 2013. Okay, okay, because I remember you was explaining to us about that worm when we talked about them worms. The rumor in the underground was that um those worms, those blue hospital masks, and then there was a long ass Q-tips that they was jugging up your nose. I know jugging ain't a word, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So we were very much into that, into the whole, even testing it would be a problem for you. But in this case, the truth of it is that Christine Maxwell is not Fauci's wife. She's G Max's sister, but she is not the same Christine that is married to Tony Fauci. So, yet again, another irregularity in the underground. And again, I don't believe everything I see in here. This is a prime example. I vet everything that's very suspect or is almost too believable. Like I received videos, and I saw video in the underground, and it was talking about all of these dead bodies that had been found. That video was 8 years old. But when I got the video as if this was something that was new and recent. It wasn't. That video was 8 years old. So if I had brought that information to you guys as though that was happening in the here and now, I would be very fraudulent for that. I didn't bring it to you because it was 8 years old and there was no documentation or additional proof that I received that showed otherwise. So, yeah, you still have to question things no matter how good your source may be. And y'all know Momo be on it. And if there is a connection of some sort, she will probably be the one that will bring it to the forefront, just to let you know. So anyway, y'all, again, I just came on here because that clickbait had pissed me off. Like I had seen a couple of other things that was clickbait this morning too. That wasn't related to GMAX. It was related to some other news. And I just thought, my God, I even saw some videos that were clickbaited, like videos telling you that they was you didn't have to pay for your student loans until May of 2022, but they have no proof, they have no documentation, they have nothing that indicates this. They made a video a year ago stating that your student loans will be deferred for longer. That has come and passed. Everything that I found states your loans will be due and repayable come January. Now, I've even been told, and I'm guessing from information from the underground, that we will get that money back sooner or later, and I need it to be sooner than later. Okay, I'm tired of sending Sam my money. I'm sending them tax money. I'm sending them loan money. Hell, I'm clear the debt already. Give me my 40 acres and a mule, because I'm ready. All right, y'all. I just came through for a quick lunchtime quickie, give y'all some feedback on what I felt about that babe. We do know the story now. They convicted her of 5 out of 6 charges. The sentencing will be held at a different date. So stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. Y'all be blessed. Have a good day and try to stay dry because it's raining up here. Tony was even lying when they said it never rained in Southern California. See y'all later.